Shit, okay. What's up, guys? It's Terrell here for Terrell Lane Game Vlogs, and here's a essentially anime update. Not really an anime update in the sense of fall 2011, so mainly just an update period. Just me talking about my opinions on things I've been watching. Because of school, because of work, because of projects and shit, and because of me recording previous videos, there are a few series that I hadn't watched. Actually, there's only like one series that I haven't watched due to that, and that's Miraniki. And I know, ironic shit, now I have the hiccups. What the fuck? I can never do a vlog. Okay, for one, I'm mildly sick right now. And I just did the 2 reviews for Pokemon Best Wishes. I still need to watch episode 56 and do that review. So I haven't watched that yet. The Pokemon stuff kind of dulled down over these weeks because of that shit. On top of the videos I had planned, if you saw my last video on here, you know I've been doing those. I got all of those done. I've only edited one. I haven't even rendered it yet. In terms of anime updates, the last anime I watched in terms of DVD collection, I watched this. Now, I don't even think this has come out yet. I'm not 100% sure. But I've watched all the episodes of this, and this covers episodes 1 through 7. And just to give you a quick impression on the voices, in terms of voices, I would say the ones I don't have a problem with at all would probably be Nizuma's, ironically. Nizuma's, Psycho's, Azuki's, and Kaya's. And I know if you, I was talking to J-Man when I first got the DVD, and I actually looked at the first 5 minutes and I said Kaya's voice sucks. I think that's because it was a split-second scene. Like, when you actually hear her talk, she sounds perfectly fine. Like, I don't have an issue with her. For anyone who wants to know, Psycho plays it's the same voice actor who plays Yachan and Grenadier. Azuki is played by Odahime and Hinata's voice actors, so there wasn't going to be a problem there, honestly, at all. You would say it's Ash Ketchum, Veronica Taylor, which I don't have a problem with her voice either, but she doesn't talk barely at all. Like, I don't think we hear her talk this season until we get to the Kaya Iwase stuff, which is on the next fucking DVD, which pisses me off, because me personally, the second and third DVDs are like my favorite. Like, the first part of the series is cool, but it's not my favorite, so. Oh yeah, the Falcon Punch isn't in this one either. It's in the next DVD, so that's even on top of that. Who else? Nizuma, I don't know the voice actor because I've only heard him like once or twice. But he sounds pretty close to the Japanese. That's probably the only voice in here that sounds really close to the Japanese. I don't have any problem with any of the adults except for her. Alright, here's my thing. The voices that are going to catch most fans, like if you watch the sub version, it's going to be harder to get into the dub version because Shujin's voice is drastically different, and Tori's voice is good, but it is different from the voice I'm used to. Like, his voice is well done in the English dub, but to me it doesn't fit his character, I guess. Like, when you hear him talk, you would expect his voice to be a little bit more low pitch. Like in the Japanese, it's like like not this, like he sounds older, but he doesn't sound like too older. Like I don't think his voice fits his age and the way he looks. That's the only thing I have wrong with Hattori's voice. Shujin's voice takes a minute. Takes a good minute actually. I think by the second episode, there's a point in the second episode he has a little speech. If you can get past the speech, and you like this voice during the speech, his voice doesn't aggravate you after that. I mean, his voice is probably still the weirdest one out of all of them. I mean, I could see what they were going for, but at the same time, it sounds a little weird. But I think the more you hear the dub, the less weird it sounds. But overall, Shujin's voice is probably the weirdest out of the entire cast that you hear. His mom, I mean, Psycho's mom, and everyone in his family sounds fine. It's really Shujin's voice and Hattori's voices are like the only 2 voices I have a mild qualms with, purely just because Hattori's voice is actually really well done. It's just, it doesn't really seem like it fits with the character. Like, I wouldn't expect that character to have a voice like that. If he could pitch it lower, it probably wouldn't bug me. But then again, it was during his first appearance episode, so maybe in the later episodes it gets better, or maybe I just need more time to hang with it. Saigo's voice doesn't sound like his English dub. I mean, it doesn't sound like his Japanese voice, but it works. It works fine. It's kind of like a Tori in the sense that his meshes a little bit better. That his voice doesn't sound like his Japanese voice, but it's still a really well done voice. Chujin's voice just takes a minute because his is probably the most off-putting of all of them. But it's not a bad done voice. I'm trying to think. I think those are the only main voices. I mean, Azuki's Odahime, and I don't mind Odahime's voice or Hinata's voice. So, and she's a veteran. I know she's a veteran. She's been doing this for a while. I mean, so no qualms with Azuki's voice. Which is good for J-Man, because I know J-Man's a huge fan of Azuki. I like Kaya more, ironically. Actually, just to go into a little side note, I don't know if it's been mentioned before, but me and J-Man have very different opinions when it comes to favorite girls in anime, and usually I pick the quiet, shy ones, and he picks like the loud, obnoxious ones. This is the only show where it's the complete opposite. I pick Kaya, which is like the polar opposite to Azuki. This is like the only anime where he picked the shy girl and I picked the loudmouth crazy one. Because when it comes to Naruto, he picks Sakura over Hinata. One Piece, he picks Nami over Robin. Even though Robin doesn't count as a shy girl, but she is a quiet one, I guess. I don't know, I thought it was a cool side note to throw out there. But all in all, the dub is fine. The dub is better. The dub is pretty well done. And, so I don't have a problem with any of the voices. Shujin takes a minute, but after that minute, you're good for the majority of it. The other things I've been watching is I've been continuing to watch Working Season 2. I actually just finished watching the latest episode of Season 2, which I believe is episode 6. That was funny as fuck. I like how Season 2 for Working is more it's kind of like focusing on other characters, but at the same time, still focusing on the whole Inami. Shit, cold killing me. We're just working on the whole. Damn it! Okay, let's work on the whole Inami and Takanashi. Sorry, I always get those names fucked up. The whole Inami-Takanashi relationship, where Takanashi's going through this whole little thing where he's slowly but surely realizing that he actually does like Inami, even though Inami isn't, fits his standard of cute girls, which are essentially girls who look like little kids. Or just tiny and cute, essentially, or younger than cute. The only thing that's wrong with me about Season 2 of Working is that they have not formally introduced the glasses chick yet. It's like, she says, like, she barely talks, but, like, only in episode 13 of the first season. In the second season, I think we're probably halfway through it, and they have yet to have her do anything. I mean, for God's sake, they've introduced, like, 3 other characters. They've introduced 3 other characters, and we still haven't seen her talk to, like, interact with the main cast yet, which is bullshit. I don't know, that's gonna bother me. I think that's like the running joke with her. And it pisses me off that that's the running joke. Because I want to see her interact. I mean, the joke we know with her is that she's all about normality and shit. It seems kind of abnormal that you don't talk to anyone, though. But I'm enjoying that. The next thing I want to talk about is Sket Dance and Gintama, actually, a little bit. Gintama mainly because I've been watching it slowly. I just watched episode 10 like 2 days ago. Sket Dance, I'm on episode 27, I believe. I marathon the shit out of Sket Dance. Like, I was watching Sket Dance and Gintama synonymously. Like, I was watching like an episode or 2 of Sket Dance and like an episode or 2 of Gintama. And around episode 10, like 9, like 8 and 9, I just started like blazing through Sket Dance. Because to me, I think nothing against Gintama, honestly, because I mean I'm really early in Gintama. Gintama has way more episodes than Sket Dance. Sket Dance currently has like 30-something episodes, whereas Gintama has over 200. I think my mindset changed from I'd rather just get through Sket Dance and then just marathon the shit out of Gintama by itself. Because Sket Dance, I could catch up to Sket Dance honestly by the end of the night if I really wanted to, because I'm only like what 5? Yeah, about 5 episodes behind on Sket Dance. From where it is currently. Gintama, I have like another 200 and something to go. But I want to just throw out my personal opinions. Sam was telling me because I know Sam is a huge Gintama nut, and a lot of people's jokes towards Sket Dance, I mean, even the joke with the Gintama Sket Dance crossover is that Sket Dance is like the poor man's Gintama, essentially. Which I can see. I mean, there's a lot of references. To me, though, the thing I prefer about Sket Dance, at least for the beginning episodes, mind you, this is all first impression related because I'm not far enough in Gintama to take that serious. Is that Gintamas, I don't feel like the characters play well off of each other. Like, I don't think Gintoki and Kagura and Shinpachi play off each other as well as Himiko, Bosun, and Switch do. Mainly just because I think Kagura and Gintoki both have like really asshole-ish personalities. Mainly Kagura. Kagura just has like an asshole personality like half the time. Which I guess is supposed to be her running joke, but sometimes it's just not funny. Mind you, I still enjoy Gintama. I know I'm comparing the two, and that's a little biased. So take that with a grain of salt, my opinions on Gintama when I'm comparing it with Sket Dance. That and the fact that I just got to one of the darker moments in Sket Dance, because I said I'm on episode 27, which means I just finished watching the Switch backstory episodes and then the crossover. Jesus fucking Christ, that Switch's backstory is dark as shit. And for those who don't know who Switch is, out of the three of them, Switch is the one that wears the glasses and talks with a computer and doesn't actually say anything, who's like an otaku nerd and shit. When you watch his backstory, Jesus, that is such a dark backstory. Just like, mainly because Gintama isn't like full on cheery shit. Gintama it's kind of like middleman shit in terms of it being light and dark. Whereas for the most part, Sket Dance has mainly just been light humor. So when you get to Switch's backstory is like the darkest thing in the series so far that I've watched. It's the darkest thing in the series. And holy fuck. And I'm going to go on a little Sket Dance thing real quick because I watched that last night. I watched from episode 22 or 21 to like 26 last night. And I got to his backstory around 24 and 25 and I'm like, oh my god. Because I'll say this much. Sket Dance to me is like the more mellow Gintama. I won't say it's better because I haven't gotten far enough in Gintama. I want to at least get to a dark arc in Gintama before I actually say anything. I mean, I think both of them are equally funny, in my opinion. But in terms of story darkness, I don't want to compare those two because I haven't gotten to a dark point in Gintama. I've mainly just been going through character introductions. And they just introduced the dog in episode 10, what's his name? Sadahiro, I believe. And that wasn't that bad, honestly. But the Switch shit for Sket Dance really just threw me. It's just so dark compared to the character. Because like, if you look at Switch as a character, he's a nerdy kid who's really into anime and otaku related material. And he talks with a computer. The only weird thing about him is that he talks with a computer. They could have easily turned into a joke of why he does that. I know the reason why he does that. It's probably one of the darkest things about his character. The reason why he talks with a computer and why the voice on the computer sounds the way it does. Because you're probably thinking, oh, the voice on the computer is his voice. Not entirely. You're also thinking, I mean, we know Switch's real name, but the thing about the reason why it's called Switch, I fucking love that. Those two episodes were full of it's just so fucking dark. I don't want to spoil it, but it was just so fucking dark, and it was a real switch. It's like the two most serious episodes in the series. Mind you, I like the other episodes of Sket Dance. Like I like the one that I just watched recently. I think it was the episode right before it when they go through that whole youth potion shit again. But instead of Bosun getting younger, it's Himiko and Momoka, which kind of relates to her doing the whole voice acting thing for a little kid and shit. I thought that was cute as fuck. We also get to see 27-year-old Momoka, Himiko, Daisy, and what's her name? Mikuru? Oh god damn, it's the other student council chick that Tazuki has a crush on. I believe is how you pronounce his name. And I can't fucking think of her name. But Jesus. Awesome, like, time skip related look. And Himiko looks ridiculously different. It's like, I don't know why they always do this with tomboyish girls. Like, tomboyish girls when they're younger look like tomboys, but when they get older, they look hot as shit, and you're just like, this is bullshit. That's me being biased. I thought that was really cute. I actually thought the episode that it's relating to is really cute. The when Basu accidentally gets younger, I thought that was hilarious. That's just my thoughts on Sket Dance. So, for those who are watching Sket Dance and haven't caught up to it yet, when you tell me, and for those who have seen Switch's backstory, holy fuck! And also, I heard that the manga, it's dicking around in terms of continuity with the manga in the sense that it's making the anime more lighthearted and it's dragging out certain things. I'm assuming from what I've seen in reviews of the series. So for those who read the manga, is there any more to Switch's back? I know there's more because the Switch backstory only goes up to why he looks the way he does and why he talks to the computer. It doesn't explain why he's an otaku nerd because honestly, the end of that backstory, at least in the episode, was really fucking dark. And I'm just sitting there like, really? And so then how the hell did he turn into an otaku? I mean, the reason why he doesn't talk is dark in itself. But on top of that, Switch is a really dark character, honestly. Like, I'm sorry, that really threw me off. That's me going on that. But let me talk about Gintama for a minute. I'm only 10 episodes in, so I can't say too much, honestly, in terms of my first impressions. I think it's funny as hell. I think Sket Dance and this show is just, and Gintama are both equally funny. I think I just like the character in Sket Dance a little bit more, except for probably, I like Gintoki probably more than I like Basun. Shinpachi comes off as a stereotypical nerdish character, which kind of aggravates me. And I kind of hope he steps away from that a little bit in the future. I know, you know, it's an anime that's known for parroting shit, but I'm hoping there's more, like, development for him. I know Gintoki and Kagura both get it, because I found out that we're introduced to Kagura's brother later on in the series, which I'm assuming is going to relate to her backstory in some sense. Katsura is pretty funny. I don't think I've seen Elizabeth in the anime yet. I know she's around, but I don't think I've directly seen her yet. Or they haven't done any jokes with her yet. I know that Shinpachi has a thing for that pop idol who sings, like, really dirty old man related songs. Gintoki, I will say my favorite thing about Gintama so far is Gintoki himself. Which is rare, because I usually don't like the main character. The main character is usually not my favorite. Right off the bat. Gintama is a different story. Gintoki is probably my favorite character right off the bat. I think I like Kagura's design, but I like Shinpachi more as a character. It's just like, because Kagura's a little bit too vulgar and random for my taste, and it kind of puts me off of her a little bit. That and I can't take her seriously at the time. I think the Side of Hero stuff for episode 10 was actually probably the most likable I've seen Kagura, honestly. Even though that was really based around her just being overly strong. It's supposed to be like a pun, I guess, on the fact that that's the only anime that can handle her strength and everything. And my mother's calling me because she doesn't realize I'm doing a video because she's fucking retarded. She's still calling me. So, in terms of that particular show, I thought that was... I mean, in terms of Gintama, I'm enjoying it so far. I'm just going to catch up with Sket Dance and then just marathon Gintama so I don't have to worry about going back and forth between the two. Because I'm already like 17 episodes ahead in Sket Dance than I am in Gintama. So I might as well just finish catching up with Sket Dance. Mainly because I'm curious about the other backstories now. I spent so much time on that. I don't even... How long is this video? Oh, Jesus Christ. It's like almost 20 minutes. Is there anything else anime really I need to catch up? I need to tell you guys about. I haven't decided what I'm going to... Actually, I should mention this. I've been throwing around an idea I wanted to do for One Piece and Naruto. I've been slowly trying to get back into the Naruto anime and watching the fillers so I can... So when it gets to the Kushina stuff, I don't have to just jump into the Kushina stuff, bar none. Mainly, I just realized how bad Naruto... I realized why I stopped watching the Naruto anime, because it's like the fillers are so off-putting. It really are. And they're so boring after a point. I mean, the last few fillers I've watched was the Girls' Night Out filler, the fake Naruto Uzumaki filler, the Naruto's favorite student filler, I know the next one is a Shino related filler, which doesn't do much for me. I mean, I like Shino, but I don't like Shino enough because there's nothing that they did with him. So, you know, I think the filler to me just kind of reminds me why I have certain issues with Naruto. The filler isn't bad, it's just kind of boring. It's such a dynamic switch from what the canon is. That's the problem, because canon right now has been like dark for the last 4 or 5 arcs. So, quote unquote dark. So the filler is kind of off-putting in some sense. As I said, One Piece anime was the only one I've been consistently doing with the manga. And I've been debating on something I've been wanting to try. I'm thinking after Fishman Island, I might just stop reading the manga for a while and actually just watch the anime. I haven't actually decided if I'm going to do this yet, but I think after Fishman Island, I'm just going to watch the anime for a while. Which means all my Skype calls in the future might be like me looking retarded as shit because I don't know certain things. So I might do that just because I've been watching this YouTuber who's doing like the One Piece anime reviews. Her name is Zoe Revy. I ran across her the other day. I ran across her, and then I noticed that Sawyer ran across her because in Sawyer's "Is Fishman Island Worth It" video, he mentioned Zoe Revy. I'm like, oh shit! So this thing he's seen him too, because she's retardedly hype about her episodes, about every episode. So I'm curious. I haven't felt that way a while about One Piece episodes. About the anime anyway. The manga, yeah, but not the anime. So I'm thinking I might just take a break once we hit, like, in terms of the manga, I might actually take a break from the manga and just watch the anime when you hit New World. Just to see how, if it changes anything. Because I haven't done that since Thriller Bark. Thriller Bark was like the arc I started reading the manga in. So, we'll see. That's just an idea. But I think in terms of, oh yeah, Hunter x Hunter is enjoyable. I don't have any qualms with Hunter x Hunter, honestly. I think I do like that the last episode kind of references Toriko in a sense, even though Hunter x Hunter was first, like way first. I do like the fact that it's indirectly referencing Toriko, because one of the Hunter examiners happened to be gourmet hunters, which is what Toriko was, even though I don't watch Toriko like that at all. The only other anime stuff is Miraniki. I'm probably gonna marathon after a point. I mean, I know the story of Miraniki, so it's not like I'm missing too much. So Miraniki, I'm probably gonna marathon at some point since it is on the Funimation side. Fairy Tail, I'm gonna start watching the dub for. I think that's it. I think that's it in terms of anime. I still need to actually watch Cowboy Bebop and Rurouni Kenshin. I just haven't had the time. The Batman and Sonic have been keeping me busy, and I'm getting Rayman, I believe, next week. So yeah, we're having fun with that. I think that's it. So that's just my anime update. For those who watch Sket Dance, I really want to hear your opinions about that, because that backstory was nuts. I'm sorry, like I'm tripping off the backstory because I just watched it last night. That backstory was fucking nuts. I'm about to go watch Pokemon with His Wishes so I can record the review for that, and I will catch you guys later. So this has been the vlogs again for your boy Terrell. Thoughts and opinions on any of the anime I mentioned in this video, leave in the comments section, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.